Okay, so we'll go through the senses. Like I say, there's a lot of information here, so most of it is on the slides. But proprioception is a really big, really important sense that a lot of people have not heard of before. They might not hear of it until you come and do some training like this. But it gives us an awareness of where our body is in space, and it allows us to gauge the pressure and force that's needed in our actions. So we have proprioceptive receptors. So by receptors, that means the way that we perceive and receive that particular type of sensory input. And these are in our muscles, tendons, ligaments, and joints. So we get proprioceptive feedback when we move our bodies against resistance. So things like pulling, pushing, crashing play, chewing, deep pressure, so like a big hug or massage, will all stimulate our proprioceptive system. And our proprioceptive system really overloads our nervous system, so it's generally calming and regulating input. Unlike the other senses, which can quite overload us, proprioception is normally quite a calming sense. It's not the development of proprioception, I don't think has been fully mapped, but we know that deep pressure touch begins to develop and is first experienced when baby's in the womb. It's obviously a very tight enclosed space, so we're getting lots of deep pressure feedback, and it's important for things like postural stability, coordination, self-regulation, so that ability to calm and regulate ourselves. Now, obviously, babies and young children are very much dependent on an adult or caregiver for regulation, but we're wanting to move towards, as the child gets older, to be able to regulate themselves and their responses to sensory input in their environments. And proprioception is a really good way of helping children and young people to do that. And it helps babies understand where their body parts are in relation to each other without vision. So without using the other senses, they'll know actually my arm is here, I've got an itch, I want to touch my nose, and they can do that without turning their head to look. And it's really important then for the development of motor coordination skills.